What's up, guys? We are in the garage today. I wanted to do a quick video for you guys on the new race machine. So you saw in a video or two ago, we got out on this brand, well, it's not brand new, new to me. So this is my 2018 CANAM Renegade XXC 1000. We picked this up early November. I'm gonna go over what it's got done to it, and then we're going to show you guys what we have planned. We're going to change a few things just to meet sponsorship obligations, and then obviously kind of make this thing into my quad. I got to add my touch, you guys know that. We do have a bunch of parts already here, already in. We are waiting for some parts from SPORTBIKE powder coating. Stuff's already been coated, so I should see that stuff soon. And then we are also waiting on a nice new Hmf exhaust, which should be here, I want to say at least maybe another week or two. Pretty much if you get colored exhaust from them, they're built to order. And I think it was a 6 to 8 week lead time. I want to say we are pretty close to approaching the 8 weeks. So hopefully we see that pretty soon. The friggin' Yamaha is filthy from last ride. We also have a ton of parts for this thing. This girl is going to be getting a complete makeover. That's going to be for another video, but let's get to the Can-Am. I'll show you guys what it came with and then what we're going to change. So, like I said, 2018 Can-Am Renegade 1000xxc. This thing is a beast. V-twin, about 100 horsepower. It's freaking pretty badass. So we'll start with the tires. It has stock rims. It has the Camber Bear Claw tires on it. And these have tire spines in them. So one of the things, if you guys don't know, is one of the little tricks to these quads is they put the same size front rim and tire on the back. So you can see how the tires are narrower versus stock. This will make the machine handle much better and slide a little easier. So that's one thing. That's nice, that's done. The shocks have all been done by B&R. So what they do is they obviously revalve them, respring them, and they actually lower the entire machine 2 inches. So you might, if you do have a Can-Am sitting at home that's stock, you might look at this one and notice that it's significantly lowered. So it's 2 inches lower, which obviously improves handling and performance. So this thing came with the front sway bar. So 2019 and up, they actually come with them now, which is a nice touch, but this was from B&R, so this is all set. It has lower Tex A-arms, which are adjustable, which is pretty nice. These are a little beefier versus the stock ones. It has an HMF bumper, which is pretty cool because I am sponsored by HMF, but this will be one of the things that we will be changing. It does have a full aluminum skid plate. It looks like that is a Can-Am skid plate right all the way from front to back, which is good. So she's protected. You can see the back of it there. It does have Checo Racing rear diff brackets. You can see right there. It has a Yoshimari exhaust, which we will be changing this. Like I said, we're gonna do the dual HMFs. They sound really good. This one will be for sale. So if anybody does have a Can-Am that might be interested in this, hit me up. We're gonna get rid of that. So this thing has been gusseted. So what they do is they actually put a piece of steel square stock right in here on both sides, one there and one there, and that runs through the entire frame from front to back, and they just weld it at the end to hold it in. And then there is another section that they add a gusset, which I am not quite sure. The old owner showed me. I want to say it might be, I don't know if it was in the back or the front, but there's another little gusset they put in, maybe in the front, I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, those two gussets are done. He did mod this differential, so I guess the 2000, I want to say maybe from 16 to 18, they do a little mod to this thing where it's like all-time four-wheel drive, and you don't get this slip where one tire grabs and the other tire slips. So that's been changed. So it's just both kind of like a differential lock, I guess. So that's done. He has a CANAM MAVIC belt in here. I guess that's recommended to use. They are pretty durable and strong. So we have a 4-work seat. We will be changing that to a Quad-Tech. It does have Spider graphics, which we will obviously be doing brand new Spider graphics. So it already has flex bars, which is sweet. So we don't have to mess with those. I think the only thing we will do is we are going to change those elastomers on the inside. We're going to change those to red. These just move a little too much for my liking. It's already got ODI grips, which is nice. So that's one of my sponsors as well. So we can keep these. Maybe we'll get a fresh pair when the season starts. These are a little worn out, but not horrible. The ECU has been tuned, which is good. So there's a few things that they do to that. I think you can run the pipe with that. There's a thing they do so you can start it in gear. And then I think it might eliminate limp mode. I'm not sure, but I think that's what he said. We also have this seat pen lock, which is nice. So you guys can see this just comes up. Remember how to do this. So that holds that. He has I believe he has a foam air filter in here, aftermarket air filter. You guys don't really have to do much of these things as far as power goes. They're already pretty quick. Slip-on pipe is all you need. You don't really need to do a full exhaust. It does have these Service hand guards. We're going to change these to PowerMad. It already has the Checo stem brace, which is a must-have. The stock one will like snap off if you do roll it. So that's a nice touch. That's already done. I want to say, I think that is it. It does have, I'm not sure, I don't remember. I think he added the second rear caliper and brake. So they only come with one, which is funny. So he added the second one, so that's all set. I want to say that is all. He did remove the rear tail lights. I have those there, and then I have the stock rims. You can see the stock rear rim, how much wider that is. So that's a big thing you got to do to these things. All right, so we did already do one mod to this thing. I didn't make a video of it because it's like super easy. We got these nice new fat, aggressive foot pegs from B&R Motorsports. These are Raccoon Racing foot pegs. These things are freaking sweet. We'll show you the stock ones, show you a side-by-side view, just how badass these things are. Look at those things. So real aggressive, got a nice kick up on the edge to keep your foot locked in. These are really sharp, and they're wider, and they are just maybe, I don't know, they're just a touch longer. So we got those. So huge thank you to B&R. We got a good amount of stuff from him that we'll be doing videos on, all that stuff. So you guys can check it out if you do have a 4x4 and you're curious to know. A lot of this stuff is going to be first time for me because I really haven't worked on a 4x4. I did adjust the camber, which is kind of a pain in the ass on these things. You actually have to take the lower A-arm completely off the quad because you can see the adjustment is right here on the end. So I have it, it's hard to see, but I might have to change that and add a little more camber. I just did a little bit for now. And then I also set up all the shocks, all the compression and rebound, as the previous owner had everything pretty much wide open. So I dialed all that stuff in. We will do our second ride, and it felt good the first ride. I was bottoming out definitely a little more than I would like to. So we're gonna give it one more ride, see how these adjustments do. And if I still am bottoming out a lot, then we're gonna send these shocks back to B&R and have him stiffen them up just a touch for me. So I am a little bit heavier than the previous owner, maybe by like 30 or 40 pounds. So I'm trying to lose a little weight, maybe like 10 pounds, you know, you know, by the time race season rolls around, just so I can be a little healthy. You know, you guys know how things go in the winter. Racing's over, you just eat everything, drink a lot. So we're gonna try to get in good shape. We usually are in pretty good shape for the race season. So we got some work to do throughout the next couple months of winter to work on me and this machine. So a couple things we are doing to this quad. Number one, we are changing the bumper to a Checo Racing Bulldozer bumper. I believe that's what it's called. It will be neon yellow, of course, guys, neon yellow in the front. And then we are putting the Checo Racing intrusion bars. So those are like these guards that kind of come down like that. So if somebody does rear end you, it protects all this in here. It protects the, you know, it's added protection for the exhaust. Those will be neon yellow, so we'll give it a little bit of pop. We also have some heavy duty rear fender supports. The old owner made these, which are actually nice. So you can see there's nothing on here. It's just like a tab. But the Checo ones are actually sweet. They're real heavy duty. I can show you those. So we got those to put in. So look at these, so look at that. So that's just a nice fender support. It's a little longer than the one that Brent made. So you can see that's gonna be great for like when it's muddy. It's gonna stop the fenders from folding over and possibly breaking. So we got these. Checo Racing is actually a new sponsor for this year, so I'm super pumped to be working with him. Huge thanks to him. We're gonna do videos, like I said. We'll probably do all his products in one video. Then we'll do like the B&R stuff in another. We'll do the exhaust in a separate one, give you guys like a side-by-side comparison, the old one, the new one. And then we got wheels and tires that we gotta do. So we'll do that in a separate video. So we should have 3 or 4 good videos on this thing. And then obviously a couple more practice rides. So moving on, we have, this is another part from Checo Racing that is actually oh boy, a guard for the water pump. So you guys can see the water pump right here. It's kind of exposed, all right? So this is a little skid plate that kind of goes up in here like that to protect that. So I just kind of, whatever he had, I ordered it all. So we're gonna put that on there, just some added insurance, I guess. And then we have, this is all the hardware for the bumper. This is like a plate for the bumper and all the hardware, so that's for that. We got this pretty cool radiator guard. I actually was talking to Keith Fedora. He races 4x4s, and I've been picking his brain a little bit here and there, so he recommended getting one of these just to protect this thing from rocks and stuff. You guys can see that behind this screen, which is just for like mud and water. So behind that, you can see the radiator is right in there. So if a rock blows through that, it's gonna puncture the radiator. So that will stop that, which is nice. So we'll put that on. And then we just bought another set of stock wheels. I was hoping to get some aftermarket wheels, but right now stock is non-existent, and the prices for aftermarket wheels are actually like, it's very expensive. So this is a semi-budget build. So we just got stock Can-Am wheels with the black rings, all right? We got all that stuff. We got all our hardware in here, all our bolts. We got tire balls for the rims and tires. So huge thanks to Tire Balls, Casey Greek, taking care of me. These I just got on Rocky Mountain. It was the cheapest alternative. And then of course, this build would not be complete without some fresh GBC tires. We got the Dirt Commanders, which these look really, really good. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by Kenda. These are great tires. I'm gonna keep this setup for practice and backup if I do ruin a wheel, ruin a tire, whatever the case might be. But these will be for backup, you know, when I'm riding just for fun, practice, and that sort of thing. But these tires are super, super aggressive, all right? So, which is fine, but look at these guys. I want you to see the difference where I'm thinking these tires are gonna handle a little better. And the reason why I think that is because the edge is much more rounded versus these. These are like a square edge tire. So I'm thinking these tires are gonna slide a lot easier. They're still friggin' aggressive. Like the lugs on these things are like an inch tall. So they're gonna grab like no tomorrow. But what I'm really interested to test these is the rounded sidewall. I think these are going to perform a lot better than these. So that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but we'll see. So we definitely got some work to do for mounting tires, mounting the tire balls. Like I said, we should have our colored parts here soon. So this thing is gonna look just like the blacked out quad we did, the YFZ. We're gonna do the same exact graphics, blacked out graphics, carbon fiber black ground, just like these, with the smoked graphics. So it should look pretty sweet. I think it's gonna look great. It'll have the yellow front bumper, the yellow grab bar. It'll stand out just a bit. We'll have the PowerMed hand guards. Oh, we also have a 24-volt kit from B&R. Huge thank you to B&R. You guys can see that right there, 24-volt kit. We did pick up a Shorey battery for the Can-Am, and then here is our kicker battery. We got one for the YFZ as well, fresh one. I usually get a fresh one every year. Here's our black PowerMed hand guards. We got our wraps. We got 2 sets, one for the Can-Am and one for the Yamaha. We also have some other parts here trickling in for the Yamaha. We got some new mud rings from B&R. Huge thank you to B&R again. Got all our new mud plugs from B&R, fronts and rears. So we can set that up. We will be doing some mud plugs in this thing. I don't have those yet, but we will be doing those. So it should look pretty cool. I love the graphics on the mud plugs. I just think it gives it a great look. Plus it keeps dirt and debris out of the tires, which is good. So that's pretty much it. I think I'm gonna leave the headlights in for now. I may get block offs, we'll see. A lot of guys do that. They say these get broken, so we'll see. I might get block offs, which I probably won't put in until we start racing, because I'm gonna be riding this thing, like I said, a couple more times. So I definitely want to have the lights because we might do a night ride. We're hoping we get some snow, and this thing is going to be a freaking blast in the snow. Besides that, I think that's about it. We're going to tweak, we might tweak the bars a little bit, move them a little more. We do have an adjustment where we can move the clamp forward and push them forward more. So I might mess with that just to see what's comfortable for me. But this thing starts pretty quick with the stock battery. So I know it's gonna start, I'll start it for you guys quick. It's gonna start even a little quicker when we do the brand new Shorey battery, because that thing has like twice the cranking amps. So, but this thing has been sitting for a week, guys. So let's just see how it starts. It usually starts quicker than that, but like I said, I haven't started this thing in over a week, so it has been sitting. That's better. That's a lot better. That's pretty quick. That's pretty quick. So obviously when we add the 24-volt starter, this thing should fire up super fast. Maybe I can get a freaking whole shot or two with it, but obviously every advantage helps, because it's going to be tough. It's definitely going to be tough. Racing this thing. It's a lot bigger. It's twice the weight. It's 800 pounds. So it's longer. So we got to be careful. We're not going to be able to just shove this in a hole and make a pass. You're definitely going to be careful. I don't want to take anybody out. So obviously if you're hitting another 4x4, that's not too bad. But obviously if I run into somebody on a sport quad with this thing, it's not going to be good. So I'm always like safe when it comes to passing. Never like overly aggressive, so definitely not going to be like that in this thing. Just want to have fun. That's what it's all about, having fun. But let me know what you guys think, if you like it, if you hate it, if you're excited to see me race this thing. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I definitely have my work cut out for me in all aspects of this thing, as far as working on it and just learning how to, you know, try to be fast on it. I'm not going to be as fast as the YFZ, obviously. But I have some goals, obviously. I have some goals for 2022. Obviously, fighting for a championship is one. I definitely want to be in the fight for a championship. I want to grab some hole shots and The goal is top 25 overall. That's the goal. I'm telling you guys now. I think it's doable. We'll see, but that's the goal. Obviously, to make that happen, we have to have a perfect season in regards to breakdowns. We can't break down. We have to finish every race, even if we don't win. It's not the end of the world, but we have to finish every race on, you know, do all the laps. If every race we do 3 laps, I got to do 3 laps. So that's the goal. Hopefully we can make it happen. I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. It's something new. That's what I wanted for this year. I'm not done with the YFC, guys. I'm not done with that thing. I will be racing that thing here and there. And then obviously the 4x4, it's a one and done. I'm gonna race it this year and that's it. I might keep it just for fun, but I'm only gonna race it 1 year and that's it. So as I was saying, we are doing a complete makeover to this thing soon. It's gonna be blacked out again. We already have, I showed you some parts we already have. We already have plastics, black plastics, which were extremely hard to find. So, and very expensive, double the price of what I paid for when I built the blacked out quad originally. So that kind of sucks, but you guys know how that goes with the price of everything. Everything is through the roof, delays, all that stuff. So, but that's gonna be it. Oh, check this out, guys. We also got a TV in the garage. So, thanks to my wife, she actually got me a TV and we ended up returning it, exchanging it for a bigger TV. We threw that one in our living room and then we put the one in the living room in the garage. So pretty pumped. I can have YouTube playing. The Wi-Fi is actually working, which is cool. Once I'm gonna get, probably get a Apple TV thingy, because then I can go right off my phone. I can put my manual up on that TV and look at it and stuff. So definitely cool. So that's it for this one, guys. Make sure you like this video. Drop me some comments. Let me know what you think. If you haven't yet, please make sure you subscribe. And we'll see you guys on the next one, all right? Peace. Light it up, light it up.